showroom opening week, summer themed, but summer temperatures left this weekend, so we're looking into a summer opening day, chilly summer opening day with rain on Saturday. That's not going to break our spirits, so I'm writing down everything I need to get done before the opening. I will get some vintage stock, some new vintage stock that's coming. I tried to contact FedEx this morning, but spoke to a machine, so I have no idea if it's coming today or not. So we will just see. That's how it is with FedEx. It's like the Danish weather. It's very unpredictable. I'll also write down if there's something I want to thrift for the studio. Maybe some baskets, some decorations. I'll leave the wall bare for now until I have the new vintage stock, because I plan to use that as decorations around the shop. It is a bit risky because one thing is that with vintage you never know what's coming, and I'm also testing out a new supplier, so it can go two ways. That's always a bit nerve-wracking. Can't wait for it to come so that we can unpack. But I'm just going to use some of the new brass decorations up here as well. They should be somewhere in the shop. This is also restocked. The very popular wall brass swallow is back. So I think I should... It also needs a spot up here. I'd like to just show you my outfit of the day because I think it's really cute and super comfortable. I'm wearing the peachy gingham trousers that were listed in the summer picnic collection 2 weeks ago. They have an elastic waist, pockets, bows down the side. They're super comfortable, and I'm wearing them with my most amazing vintage cardigan. I bought it in Aarhus when I went up there and did some vintage shopping. If you haven't seen the video, I'm gonna put a link down below. But it's also the most expensive piece of vintage clothing I've ever bought for myself. I think it was worth every penny. The details are amazing. Got it vacuum clean. I think my vintage delivery chances are quite slim by now, so it doesn't make sense to stay here and do things that I could do tomorrow while waiting. So I will go home and eat some veggie lasagna. Someone in this building have made some warm lunch and smells so good. I'm gonna head down, or I'm gonna head back home and eat. But it already looks more summery in here. guys, welcome to vintage delivery day. It is raining a lot outside. It's the perfect weather to stay inside, go through vintage, hopefully not cry unless it's happy tears, because as I mentioned the other day, it's a new supplier, so I don't know what to expect. Just really hoping for the best. I'm a tad confused right now. This does not look big. So far, a bit confused. Don't worry, it's just water. Okay. At least I see pattern. Tiny summer dress in a graphic pattern. Also a tiny, oh no, a tiny gingham dress. This is also tiny. Why is so much of this so small? I mean, this one is also beautiful. But it's for a child. Another beautiful small summer dress. Not the best quality, very wild. Pattern is also not great quality. Vintage top, really cute summer dress. Another cute mini summer dress. Again, not great. Another. If I can be honest, I'm like, what even is this in a vintage box? I'm starting to wish that this was actually alcohol. Another really simple, nothing really dress. I like a navy dress. This is cute. Simple red dress. I like this one. That's probably my favorite so far. I think the problem with this box is that it's not specified. Like, there is 2000 things in here, like those like YK2, Y2K and pieces. They're also included in this box, which I usually don't buy. So there is a lot of things in here that I would usually not stock. Like this one. It's cute. A white cotton dress, that's a classic summer piece. That looks cute. Again, I'm like, this is just not me vibe, and it's not really what I consider vintage. That's okay. And then last thing is a black short dress. I don't know what to say or do. There are some decent pieces in between, but there is no chance that I can cover what I paid for the batch, because overall there are just too much that are not quality or not our style. I'm just exhausted, guys. I'm really exhausted. I've sent them an email in hope that I can return it. It's so hard to find vintage these days, so my hope was just really high that this was going to be a good supplier that I could count on. But at the minute all I see is like money I've lost. Being a vintage seller is damn hard business. This is just a reality. Oh, I'm a bit frozen. Let's not think of this. This is going to sound harsh, but at the same time I think it's a pretty healthy approach to life. When your vintage supplier sends you beep, go thrifting for gold. It's the wise words of the week. I'm gonna go thrifting. I also need some pins to finish up the wall behind the counter. And yeah. After a long day of grey, rainy weather, the sun comes out the moment I mention thrifting. Don't think that's a coincidence.
In a week like this, there is no thrift shop I'd rather visit than this one. I went back to Circle and I was here recently, but they get new stock in like all the time, which is so amazing, and I just love this store. They had these two gigantic lamps today. They're not my style, but I still find them really impressive. And then I found a gold mirror. I've been wanting to look for one of these and I thought it was going to be a much longer process. And then they still had this picture. Feel like it needs to go with me then. I loved these furniture pieces. These were seriously frightening. This piece of furniture always impressed me so much. Some cake tins, and then I found this one that I can decide if it's kind of great or if it's just weird. I decided to let it be. And an old wooden clock. Kind of loved it, kind of ugly. I like this coffee table and I love this chair. Like, I still have a velvet obsession. This doll is kind of how I'm feeling today. And then they had this amazing sofa. Like, look at this embroidered cover. And then I headed on to a thrift shop I usually don't go to, and they had 50% off. How lucky am I? Found this bag that I really liked. This is a thrift shop where you need to dig. The clothing department is really thin, but you can get lucky from time to time, and that happened today. Found this one, so beautiful. I was looking at plates. This chair caught my attention, but I think it's my weakness for embroidery. I think the embroidery has some beautiful colors. The fabric and cloth department.
I feel so much better. I think the thrift guards just made up for the distress I've felt these last couple of days. 50% off in the last thrift shop. I found the most amazing 60s maxi dress. Also the woman working in there, she was so sweet and very loud. Yeah, she was lovely. 80 years old. Yeah, I could stop the small thrift trip now, but I'm gonna grab the last one. Found some amazing things. Just stay tuned for the haul. It's a good one.
Last thrift shop of the day is also one that's very dear to me, despite some of the prices being quite mad at times. I liked this tablecloth, but it was not square. This tin was very beautiful. And then they had a new sofa in store, at least as far as I remember. That was beautiful. The other one has been there for like years, I think. And then this velvet arrangement. Lord, it's beautiful. Some glass. Another plate. With another price point and in another color, this coffee table would have been quite perfect for my bar area. A groovy pot with a crazy price tag for a thrift shop. And then I found this dress.
It just started raining again. The universe just wants me to keep thrifting, but I can't. I have to get back to the studio and see if I have an answer. This is good. Feels like a thrift trip. I found another amazing vintage dress in the last thrift shop. I'm gonna show you everything later or tomorrow. Back in the studio, no reply on email yet, and I've bought at least 2 things for the studio. This braided tray, I'm gonna use that for display, and a frame that I have taken apart because I'm going to put one of my postcards in here. 2 years later, my postcard in a frame. That would be cute. morning, guys. Happy Friday. I've been awake since 3:30. It's not even morning. So I might be working a bit slow. Anyway, before I sit down and show you most of the things I bought yesterday, I'm just gonna start out with the mirror. I got a mirror, plan to use it in the dining area. Still haven't decided which wall I'm gonna use it on, but I have started to gather some things for the corner, either physically or just mentally inside my brain. I have like some ideas, but I'm either gonna hang up the mirror. It's either going to be here. Oh, like here. Here. Why did I start the video? Act normal, Elise, act normal. I think my brain kind of froze when I got back to HQ yesterday, because I did get more stuff that was for the studio. First off, wow. I only had one knife in the studio, so with 30% off, it made sense to get 3 more. I also bought this glass plate bowl stand, which was also intended for the studio. It's nice to put things on top. Oh, and this one I'm pretty sure I'm gonna use in the studio, maybe for some postcards, for something. So those are gonna go to the studio with me today. The rest of everything is for the house. Or for me. It's all presents for me. Oh, actually, I think, I'm not sure where this is gonna go, but it's this old salt tray. Still uncertain. Home decor for Elise. I bought a glass bowl in a stunning rose color with roses. It's really beautiful. It has a good size and good condition. So I got that. I got a big brass tray. These are great for decorations, but I also like to use them under plant pots. So maybe under olive. Gonna test if it's big enough. Then I bought this one. It's an old, I think you would have used it for like sewing tools, but I'm not sure. Maybe in the kitchen. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I just think it's so beautiful. I love the blue color. It's really pretty. That was a very good find. Then I bought this container, which I showed you. I like the color scheme. And then I bought the picture. Keep buying pictures, but you can buy a picture as long as you have a blank wall, and I still have some blank white walls, so I'm gonna be fine. And then I bought some clothes, and I'm gonna save the 60s dress as the last piece. I bought the fabric bag. I think it's really cute. I have bought a dress that's not vintage. I'm gonna try it on here for you. Bought this one. I think it's a really beautiful color, first of all, and I think it's going to be a really lovely summer dress. It's long, it's from Only. This dress is everything I hoped it would be. It's super comfortable, loose and flowy, and I can style it with a bunch of different tops underneath. And it's a great reminder for me that things does not have to be vintage to add value to my closet. I have a feeling this is going to be like something I'm going to wear a lot. Love it. In the last thrift shop, I found Belle's dress from Beauty and the Beast. It's like the perfect Belle shade, and I really hope it's gonna fit me. The woman in the thrift shop, she thought I was crazy for not trying it on, but she asked me to hold it up in front of me and she was like, it's gonna be beautiful. So sweet. So please hope I can wear it. I hope my camera is going to pick up the right yellow tone, because this is just so Belle, and it's a gorgeous dress. It is like maybe a size medium or close fitted large, so it's slightly big on me, but it's gorgeous. It does have that fairy tale feel to it. What do you think? What do you think? Like if it would have been like that. Gorgeous. Now we're talking fairy tale. Is this a bit mad? Or is it quite clever? I've added a corset on top. So now it fits me like. What do you think? This corset is, by the way, so beautiful. And then the last dress, the 60s dress in a strong color and lace. I think this is really cool. It's a mix of red and bright pink. I think it's really charming. Hope it's charming on me. First of all, amazing condition, and I love the warm colors. It's lace all over, and it has like this bit here that you can tie in a bow. It's a really pretty dress. When I figure out like exactly how to style it, I think it could be really gorgeous. What do you think? That was everything I bought yesterday when I went out and fixed my problems with some thrift therapy. I'm not the only one, am I? But it works. It really did work. I think it's a way of distraction as well, like just being present, looking for gems. It's like a treasure hunt. And then when I find something that's special, a nice price, I'm like happy, bubbly inside. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this week. It's not been the easiest week, I must admit. There's been a lot going on. There are some business things I have to really think through, and that is probably what the experience with the new vintage supply yesterday, it really made me face that. It makes me question, it makes me have to highlight the struggles that comes with selling vintage pieces. And down the line, is it a pressure and a work? It's a huge amount of work, and it's going to constantly be there because every single piece is unique. And is it a pressure I can cope with? Is it sustainable for, like, financially for myself? So there is a lot. There's just a lot. There's a lot to think about. My health is important, should be, but it's really difficult at times when running a small business. And summer is stressful. Like, I don't remember a time where where things have been standing still on the web shop as it is right now. And that is, yeah, there's just been a lot. So thank you so much for watching. If you watched till now, you are crazy. Like, comment Friday down below if you've watched till now. Then I can find you in the comment section. That would be lovely. And also, I couldn't find a question for this week's video. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, comment down below. If you see a good question, like it. And I will try to end my videos by answering a question. That's the aim. So I'm gonna pop back to the studio, finished preparations for tomorrow. Stay tuned on Instagram if you want to see like a few pictures. And thank you so much for watching, guys. Gonna stop rambling. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you next week.